Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little baby life update. I have Eloise here with me. She's like, what are we doing? Say hi. She is almost 5 months and I thought it'd be fun to do a little baby update, life update, postpartum update, kind of like what her milestones are, what kind of routine we have going on, all that stuff. So for starters, I'll start off with Eloise. Like I said, she's going to be almost 5 months by the time this video goes live, and she is just so cute. I feel like we are just hitting such a fun stage where we're finally getting to see her personality kind of unfold. She's a lot more vocal. She's discovering her voice. She's not full on crawling yet, but she loves tummy time. She's moving around and really getting into like crawling positions. I really feel like she's gonna be crawling in no time. Yeah. She is so alert, so aware of her surroundings, always smiling, like loves being outside, loves the water. So yeah, she's doing really great. She's still exclusively breastfed. Say hi. Say hello. Ooh. And we're not like on a set schedule. Don't put her down by a certain time or get up by a certain time. She doesn't have scheduled naps, anything like that. But oh, what happened, baby? Would you like to do a little bit of tummy time? Can hear her down to do a little bit of tummy time. So if you hear her in the background, that's what's going on. Yeah, so our routine, like I said, we don't have anything set in stone, but I feel like we do kind of go down for the night around the same time, and we do wake up around the same time every morning. She doesn't have scheduled naps. She just naps whenever she wants to, and the naps vary anywhere from like 20 minutes to 2 hours. It really just depends on her. We do all contact naps, so I do hold her, or I do hold her or nap with her every time she naps, and then we co-sleep at night, and we nurse throughout the night as well. She doesn't get up all that often, but honestly, even when she does, I barely feel it because she just like nurses and latches on her own, and we are good to go for the night. I feel like right around 2.5 months, we really kind of got that routine kind of established, and now I think hitting 3 months postpartum to where we are now, I've been able to leave her for short periods of time because she's not nursing as frequently, which has also been really great because I feel like I kind of have a little bit of a sense of independence again to kind of go do my own thing. So first thing in the morning, I leave her with Grayson because she just like is so happy, so alert, and like wants to see the world and say hi to people. So I can leave her and I go to the gym. So that has actually been super, super great for me. And I guess I'll go ahead and just tie into how I'm doing postpartum and physically. So now being almost 5 months postpartum, I'm finally going to the gym again, and that has just been really great for my mental health and to kind of just feel like I get some me time. I feel like also just like as time progresses, you learn to like do stuff with the baby, so like it's significantly easier to make breakfast, to take a shower, to do all of these things that like honestly almost felt impossible to do like those first few weeks of having her. Physically, I don't know if I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight or not. I haven't really been paying much attention to that. What I've been really focusing on with going back to the gym is mainly like my mental health, and also just trying to get back physically, like my strength and endurance. I'm really trying to work on my core, so I'm trying to do a lot of core strengthening exercises. I feel like my core really took a hit this time around as opposed to my first pregnancy. So I definitely feel like I'm getting that strength back, that motivation back. I fit into most of my pre-pregnancy clothes again. I think the biggest issue with my wardrobe now has actually been trying to find like breastfeeding friendly items because I don't really have like a full-on breastfeeding friendly wardrobe, so that's been interesting. So it's kind of where I'm at physically. My postpartum experience, like I shared in a previous video, this time around was significantly easier, and honestly I feel like myself again. I know I've had people ask me, I have not gotten my cycle back yet, and I feel like that's fairly normal from my understanding, especially if you're exclusively breastfeeding. I have a lot of postpartum hair loss, which sucks. I had it a lot the first pregnancy too, so I've been using a hair oil. I'll have it linked below, which I have noticed has been helping. As far as emotionally and mentally, I feel like I'm doing a lot better. I think those first few weeks, just the mix of postpartum hormones, sleep deprivation, and also just grieving Aliyah while being so happy to finally have Eloise was just a lot. I think now I honestly feel like myself. Like I said, having that time to go do stuff for myself has been really helpful. It's still somewhat of a challenge to find time to like invest in some of my old hobbies like ceramics, but I know with time we'll like slowly get back to it. I think sometimes I get a little lonely just because I am at home most of the day with her. So I guess to kind of throw in my life update now, I apologize if this video seems like it's all over the place. I'm just trying to give you guys like all the updates that I can. So Grayson is building us a house. We bought some land, as most of you may already know, and he is building the house completely by himself. So he is literally there like all day from the moment there's daylight after I get back from the gym, and then literally until it gets dark at night. So we usually just hang out with him during the evenings, and so I feel like most of the time I am just at home with her. And I've been trying to be really intentional about like going on a walk to the park or just running to the store just to walk around to kind of just get myself like out. We are still living with my in-laws, and we're so thankful for it. The space that we're in is significantly bigger than your average bedroom, but at the end of the day it is just one room, and so sometimes it can feel like a lot because I only have this space and I'm like here in this space basically 24/7. So that's been an adjustment, but I think I'm just trying to like stay focused, and like I'm just really excited for the next season that's coming up, which is when we move into our house and we get to like decorate it and have like a space for ourselves, take everything out of storage. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a really sweet season that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm like really clinging on to as we like go through the season we're currently in. Also moving back, like I have friends and family here, but trying to figure out like a schedule of a baby with like your friends who don't necessarily have kids is somewhat of a challenge. Also, I think she's honestly just a really chill baby, so I feel like for the most part we've been able to like still do a lot of what we typically do. Yeah, so I just feel like with time, like things have slowly been getting better, and I feel more like myself and more like, okay, like I can do this, and like I don't necessarily feel trapped. And I don't want anyone to take that the wrong way, but I feel like it's very common, especially those first few weeks, maybe even those first few months when you're freshly postpartum taking care of a baby. Like, it's a huge adjustment, and I think oftentimes you can feel kind of like trapped in this cycle of like, oh my god, is this ever gonna get better? So yeah, so it's kind of where I'm at and where we're at, where we're living, what we're working on, and how Eloise is doing. It has been a very sweet season to kind of just soak in and getting to see all of her milestones and all that stuff. To kind of touch on a little bit, I guess, of my grief with everything and the emotions of that aspect, I feel like my time and energy is so focused on Eloise that I don't really have the time or the energy to focus on my grief. And I don't mean that in like I'm all of a sudden forgotten about Aliyah or like I don't think about it, because she's literally in the forefront of my mind. Like every day, every morning that I wake up, every night that I go to bed, any little thing that Eloise does, like I think about Aliyah. But I think right now, again, I think we're in a sweet season of just dreaming up a lot of things and getting to experience a lot of sweet things with Eloise, that like my heart still aches for the things that I didn't get to experience with Aliyah, but I am also still experiencing so much joy. So I feel like they're really balancing each other out. And also realistically, like I feel like I can't put my time and energy into my grief all that much like I used to back in the day, because then I wouldn't be able to be there physically, emotionally, and mentally for Eloise, and that's just not fair to her. So that's been also an interesting adjustment, but that's kind of where I'm at. And yeah, she's doing great. Grayson and I are doing great, and I thought it'd just be fun to do that little update for you guys. Just share, you know, where we're at now, 5 months out after having had her. Let me know in the comments below what more you guys would be curious to learn about, whether it's about Eloise and baby milestones, maybe baby products, kind of what we've been doing with breastfeeding or our routine, questions about our house, our land, literally anything and everything. let me know in the comments below, and I would love to do a whole video dedicated to that. Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me on this quick little life update and just recap of where we've been. I will see you guys in my next video, and thanks again for watching. Bye.